iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. 1 hour from now, where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong. I've got thoughts on Steve Harvey. I had James Dolan of the Knicks. Mark Davis, owner of the Raiders. It was everybody.
It was a scene, for sure.
Heavyweight fights do that.
Great time.
So let's start with this. Lakers beat the Celtics yesterday. I don't take much from the game itself. Kemba Walker did not play for the Celtics. You know, he's their point guard. It matters. It was a fun game. The teams played hard. Jason Tatum has really emerged as a go-to star. He's popped. You know, he's still a baby. He's not even 22 years old yet. So he's kind of popped. But here was my takeaway in all this. You know, you read the stats. It's Anthony Davis, 32 points and 13 rebounds. Who took the shot late in the game? LeBron did. This is LeBron's team. Do not forget, this is LeBron's team. I've seen an NBA team led by Anthony Davis. 7 years, they made the playoffs one time. One playoff series in 7 years. I've seen an Anthony Davis-led team. There is a big gap in the NBA between talented, Anthony Davis is absolutely that, and a leader. The three best leaders I've seen in my life in the NBA are Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and LeBron James. You know what they all had in common? 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, 1 minute to go, 30 seconds to go. They all had the ball in their hands. It's hard to be a leader, I'm sorry, when you're waiting for somebody else to pass you the ball. LeBron James, late in the game, could have dished it, decided, I'll take this into my own hands. And why would anybody trust Anthony Davis to be a leader? Do you know what he averages in the fourth quarter this year? And that's with the great distribution talent of LeBron. 4 points. He averages 22 points in the first three quarters and then disappears in the fourth. That's with LeBron. That's being LeBron's only teammate he can trust. That's being LeBron's most talented teammate. He averages 4 points in the fourth quarter. That is 60th in the NBA. People tell me he's the second best player. 60th. With LeBron, not a ball hog. More than willing to pass. His field goal percentage plummets in the fourth quarter. 53.5% to 40%. He's not even the same player. Yesterday, 1 for 6 in the fourth. The reputation on Anthony Davis, and I heard this when there were rumors that the Clippers were getting a little anxious, the Lakers could get Anthony Davis. And people were saying, would the Clippers want Anthony Davis? And you know what I heard? The Clippers' fear was he's soft. He's never played hurt. LeBron now is forcing him to play hurt, and you can't trust him late in games. That is not to say I don't like Anthony Davis a lot. But I'm watching that game yesterday, and my takeaway is, it's getting tight. Give the ball to the guy I can trust. The guy I can trust is LeBron James. This happens all the time in the NBA. James Harden is gifted. But if you ask people who cover the Rockets this year, you know what they'll tell you? Westbrook's been the better leader. Westbrook's more vocal. Westbrook's more demanding. Westbrook attempts to play better defense. Westbrook is the guy in that locker room. And also, again, Westbrook's energy is hard to duplicate and hard not to respect. I don't love him as a player. You got to respect Westbrook's tenacity. But if you ask people who cover the Rockets, they'll tell you, no, Westbrook's the leader. And I don't consider Westbrook a great leader. But of the two, Harden's the better player. Westbrook's actually becoming the better leader. So when I watched that game yesterday, my takeaway is for the Lakers to win, and this has been my big concern about the Lakers this year. They're a little old, and they are massively going to rely late in games on LeBron James, as they should. Anthony Davis is super talented, but yesterday, 1 for 6 in the fourth quarter, sums it up. That's who he is. So I thought this was interesting. I'm sure it'll play well with Aaron Rodgers. The Packers general manager acknowledges two reporters He would use Green Bay's first-round pick on a quarterback. Sure he would. You guys have heard me say this before. Everything I've been taught, that's where you start. You start with a quarterback. Now, when he says that, he knows he's not getting Joe Burrow, and he's not getting Tua, and he's not getting Justin Herbert. Who he's talking about is who the really smart people in the NFL like, but won't tell you. Jordan Love at Utah State. Jordan Love is what the future of the NFL looks like. He's 6'3.5", 225, mobile, big arm. And if you just flipped his sophomore stats that were amazing with his junior stats, bad team that weren't, Jordan Love would be a top 5 pick. What he's telling you is, the Packers general manager is, if Jordan Love is available, we're going to draft him. And for the record, damn straight they should. Because if you don't, New England is. Jordan Love's the kid they're talking about. By the way, when Green Bay drafted Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre was 35. Aaron Rodgers is currently 35. Aaron Rodgers was talented at Cal, but raw. His mechanics needed a lot of work, and he won some. Jordan Love is raw. His mechanics really need work, but he's super talented, and he won some games, but not a lot. By the way, Favre, it should be noted, won the division, but his stats were slightly declining, and they chose to get this kid out of Cal named Aaron Rodgers. It should be noted, Aaron Rodgers won the division and had a pretty good year. But if you look at his stats, second lowest completion percentage, third lowest passer ratings, those who are paying attention, Aaron's clearly like Favre at 35. There's slight erosion. By the way, when Aaron Rodgers fell in the draft, you remember who went ahead of him? A young quarterback named Alex Smith, who did not have a great arm, but was pretty athletic and had a very smart offensive coach, Urban Meyer, and he won a lot of games. Jordan Love falls to Green Bay. That's because Joe Burrow, who won a lot of games, who doesn't have a great arm, pretty athletic, would go ahead of him. I'm not saying Alex Smith and Joe Burrow are the same quarterback, but they share a lot of similarities. A little overhyped out of college. Last year in college, won a bunch of games. Neither with a great arm. Both, I'm told, are very athletic. Kind of popped their last year in college. Don't kid yourself on this. Green Bay should draft Jordan Love if he's available. Favre was still beloved by the media. Remember John Madden? Good Lord, he loved Favre games. Favre was still loved by the media. His game was declining. He still won the division, but he had 30 touchdowns and 17 picks. Aaron Rodgers, the media fanboys still love him, won his division. He's declining, passer rating, completion percentage. So Jordan Love is going to go, in my opinion, somewhere between 15th and 25. And Aaron Rodgers fell to 24th. So what that Green Bay GM is telling you, if Jordan Love is available, we're taking him. And they should. Now, I don't think it's going to happen because I think the Raiders would take him with the 19th pick. I think the Colts would take him with the 13th pick. I think Carolina's out of their mind if they don't take Jordan Love, if Justin Herbert's gone with whatever pick they end up with. But Green Bay's just telling you, we're going to do what we did to get Aaron Rodgers, and Favre didn't like it, and Aaron won't. But it's absolutely the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. If you do not drag Green Bay, then with Favre and now with Rodgers, it's a division-winning team with an older, sometimes rigid veteran quarterback who appears to be declining. And Rodgers was raw, needed lots of mechanic work at Cal, and that's exactly what they say about Jordan Love. He is raw. Lower body mechanics are trash. But if you give him the right staff, just like Aaron Rodgers got McCarthy and elevated his mechanics, boom, it popped. That's all Jordan Love needs. And he's bigger, and stronger and more athletic than Rodgers. Maybe slightly in all of them, but he is. And Rodgers looked like the future of the NFL. I watched Jordan Love. Go YouTube his sophomore year tape. He is what the NFL is becoming. A big kid who can move, throw on the run, athletic. Fun stuff. Don't think that GM, knowing he was going to say that, knew it would not play with Aaron Rodgers. It won't. And when the Packers drafted Rodgers, it did not play with Brett Favre. Coming up next, Tyson Fury. We've got a new, inarguable heavyweight champ of the world. You probably saw me there. I was right in the middle of your TV screen. My thoughts about what I witnessed in Las Vegas at the MGM. That is coming up. Plus, calling right, calling wrong, top of next hour. Listen, we've all heard of Casper. Their goal was always to own the bedroom. They wanted great prices and outrageously comfortable mattresses. They have achieved both. Award-winning pillows, sheets, duvets. Casper's transforming the way we sleep, one snooze at a time. Okay, they have 4 layers of premium foam designed to provide pressure relief for all-night comfort. They have zone support for back alignment. That's what I need. Bed frames, dog bed, everything you need. Casper has it, and free shipping. Right now, how about this? Save up to 20% in mattresses through March 23rd. They gave you a month on this. Save 10% off the Essential, 15% off the Casper, 20% off the Wave. Limit 1 offer per customer and order. Additional shipping fees may apply for Hawaii and Alaska and certain areas of Canada. Although it should be noted, we still love you, Canada. Casper.com.